Hi guys, welcome back to Lit Trends. Here we'll be discussing some situations where celebrities have spoken up on how they've been awfully treated by Ellen on her show. Make sure to stick around until the end because you don't want to miss out on any one. Number 15. Hassan Minhaj. Hassan Minhaj is most likely used to folks mispronouncing his name, but you certainly don't expect someone like Ellen to make that mistake.
Meet you, I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's Hassan Minhaj.
No.
Yes.
No.
Really?
Well, my name is Hassan Minhaj.
Oh.
I want to do this, I actually want to do this on national television.
Good, please, because everyone that says your name says Hassan Minhaj.
Yeah, but the real way you pronounce it, and this is a big deal because my parents are here, it's Hassan Minhaj. And people always mispronounce it. They're always like, Hassan Minhaj, Hussein. I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce it. Meet my son, Higsby Witherthrottle III. And I'm like...
And definitely not more than once. When Minhaj came onto the show, Ellen initially told him that she was a fan of his show Patriot Act on Netflix. But it didn't feel like she respected him when she kept on saying his name wrong. Minhaj, however, didn't let go of this opportunity to roast people like Ellen, albeit lightly, who looked like they had trouble in pronouncing the names of people of color, but didn't face the same trouble in the case of white people. Number 14. Mariah Carey. When Mariah Carey featured on her show as a guest, Ellen took things too far and kept asking her intrusive questions about her pregnancy, which wasn't even confirmed at that point. In fact, Ellen probably wanted to just force her into revealing the big news on her show, which was way beyond the professional capacity and very embarrassing for the singer. She was visibly uneasy about the entire situation, and as if that wasn't enough, Ellen prompted Mariah to have a glass of champagne. Wondering why? Well, in case you didn't know, alcohol is strictly prohibited for someone who is pregnant. Well, it really was bad. Number 13. Taylor Swift. On one of the episodes on The Ellen Show, Taylor Swift and Zac Efron sung an impromptu rendition of the song Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People by changing the lyrics. And then they had targeted Ellen DeGeneres for asking nosy and meddlesome questions. Ellen must have realized it, at least her expression indicated that. However, she wasn't fazed by any of this and kept asking Taylor the same questions about Zac the next time she was on the show. Number 12. Justin Bieber. If we're talking about Ellen discomforting and putting her guests in uncomfortable situations, what she did with Justin Bieber when he came on as a guest on her show would surprise you. She was discussing the release of his latest album with him when all of a sudden the topic switched to how there was a leak of nude pictures of Justin by the paparazzi when he had gone to a beach.
If you have a chance to go online and see the video that he shot in Iceland...
Exploring, it was fun.
Yeah. I can't believe you got in that water.
It was so cold, it was like 50 degrees.
Look at you. So it's a beautiful video, so if you want to see the whole thing, it's gorgeous. Speaking of you in your underwear, let's talk about the paparazzi shot in Bora Bora.
As if talking about this on live TV wasn't bad enough, Ellen even went on to the extent of putting up those pictures on a huge screen in front of the full house audience. Justin was very embarrassed and couldn't stop himself from commenting on why Ellen thought it was okay to bring up those pictures like that. And sure, we agree, it clearly was pushing things too far. Number 11. Ariana Grande. Many a time, Ariana Grande has said that she faces difficulties with anxiety during interviews. However, that didn't deter Ellen from asking her nagging questions about her association with Mac Miller.
That you're with is Mac Miller, right?
Oh my God!
When you were here before, he was a dancer. Or no, he's a rapper. He was with you.
We performed together on your show. We were babies.
And I asked you.
Wow, that's so.
I asked you something about him, and you said, "Oh, I'm his homie," and now he's living in your homie.
Which made the singer quite uncomfortable and visibly humiliated. She somehow managed to tackle it, and Ellen didn't even seem a bit bothered by Ariana's distress. Number 10. Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo never wanted to contemplate Ellen's claims on being friendly and nice. She certainly tries to convince people that she's friendly with everyone, but some time ago, photos of her surfaced with former President Bush, who is an alleged war criminal, and has a lot of records against him. This prompted actor Tim Robbins to voice his opinions about Ellen in a BuzzFeed interview video. Susan Sarandon also took to Twitter to say the same. Number 9. Nikki DeJager. Nikki DeJager, a makeup artist, has been one of the few celebrities who spoke up on Ellen's awful side in front of the media. Nikki is quite famous herself, having run a successful makeup blog over the years. She had come out to 1 million subscribers on YouTube as transgender, and had featured on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. the interview itself didn't count for any awkward encounters or embarrassing situations. But as Nikki later revealed in an interview at a different place, going to and appearing on The Ellen Show had been a pretty weird experience for her overall. Ellen herself was quite rude and intimidating and overall wasn't as nice of a person as she lets on. Number 8. Kathy Griffin. One of the boldest examples of when a celebrity stood up to Ellen for her behavior was when Kathy Griffin wrote in her book Celebrity Run-In about a particular daytime talk show host. She said the person she was talking about was blonde and was particularly well known for her mean side, which is a stark difference from the nice and charming on-screen personality that she leads on. No one was really surprised when she later revealed in an interview that that person was in fact Ellen. There have been a lot of instances where Ellen has showcased this particular side of her character. As expected, Ellen was furious at this, and it's no surprise that Kathy never actually got called onto the show. Number 7. Caitlyn Jenner. In 2015, Caitlyn Jenner was featured on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. She was seen talking about her transition, and she also expressed her cautious views on marriage, and claimed to be a traditionalist. The entire interview was incredibly awkward to see as both parties were looking very uncomfortable. Later, Ellen revealed in an interview that she thought Caitlyn might be having a problem with Ellen's own orientation. After all, she did say that she had traditional views on marriage. But she also claimed that she supports same-sex marriage. Number 6. Priyanka Chopra. When Priyanka Chopra Jones became a guest on The Ellen DeGeneres Show shortly after her grand 3-day spanned wedding to Nick Jonas, Ellen called her out for apparently not inviting her to the occasion. Priyanka, however, didn't give in to that, but made it a point to state very clearly and boldly that both she and Nick had indeed invited her. But it was Ellen who didn't even consider it important to reply to their invitation. She also said that it was quite arrogant of Ellen in handling the situation the way she did. Ellen was visibly thrown off and quickly changed the topic. Well, at least she deserved it. Number 5. Callum Scott. In 2016, going up the fame ladder, Callum Scott, a songwriter and singer of British descent, faced some arm twisting on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Like so many others, he's an equally great fan of Ellen, so on the show he was starstruck on just being able to be physically present there. However, it wasn't as delightful for him as he was told by the producers of the show just before going on stage that he was not, under any circumstances, to look Ellen in the eye, as he revealed later in an interview. So, it's quite natural that he felt that he wasn't quite properly treated on the show, neither by Ellen herself nor by her production team. Number 4. Blake Shelton. Ellen presumably made jest of Blake Shelton by citing why he was not yet proposing to his girlfriend. Well, you can't just make such comments about someone's personal life, especially if the said person is a guest on your talk show. But that certainly didn't stop Ellen. Blake, however, was not about to let her go through with it. He reiterated, saying that Ellen had earlier promised to get him a gift that he was yet to receive, and this visibly threw Ellen off. Number 3. Dakota Johnson. Ellen argued that she wasn't asked to Dakota Johnson's birthday party, after which the actress came on the show. Dakota fired back, saying that it was Ellen who hadn't replied to her invite, and even went further to say that she had another comic artist perform in her party, who she claimed was Ellen's favorite. Ellen visibly withdrew at this backfire, and in all honesty, she pretty much deserved it. Number 2. Celine Dion. Celine Dion isn't someone to be toyed with easily, especially if it's the type of way Ellen treats her guests. When Celine was a guest on Ellen's show, Ellen made fun of her son for having long hair, and Celine did not let it slide that easily. Dion made a very clear point that her son can take self-sufficient judgments regarding stuff like that, which concerned him, and she was not going to interfere with that. Clear words spoken. And Ellen probably understood that she may have crossed the line there. Number 1. Katy Perry. Despite claiming that she and Katy Perry were friends, Ellen forgot that she had been married previously to actor-comedian Russell Brand when she came on the show as a guest. The marriage ended in a divorce, and this entire incident formed a very notable episode of Perry's life, but Ellen had no recollection of the incident at all. Things were more awkward as Russell himself had been on the show previously. Ellen probably realized that this is certainly not how you treat your friends and apologized, but that did not help in clearing things up. Go ahead and click on one of the videos on your screen. See you there.